Hey y'all, it's your girl Mona Lisa Living Life coming to you with another video. Today my video is going to be about being in forced relationships. When I say being in a forced relationship, I mean specifically a relationship that God had taken you out of, but for some reason or another you forced your way back into that relationship and to believe that it was meant for you. So, during my healing process and getting closer to God, I come to understand that a lot of relationships that I was in, they were not for me. And that meant family, that meant significant others, that meant colleagues, that meant friends. But it didn't matter, right? God gives you signs, right? And he will let you know exactly where you should be. Um, I Let's just do story time, right? So I realized during my healing process, I was in a few relationships that God clearly did not need me in, did not want me in, would not let me prosper, would not let me be at peace, kept convicting me. But I didn't understand what was going on. I kept forcing things to literally work, right? My thought process was, I love this person. I'm going to do whatever I can do to make this relationship work. And until I got closer to God, I now realize that no matter what I did, literally, guys, no matter what I did, that relationship was not going to last, right? I was only going to bring more turmoil to myself, to everyone involved in the relationship until I came up out of it. So, if you find yourself in this situation, being in a forced relationship, it's not too late. It's not too late. If you actually find yourself always wondering, no matter what I do or no matter what we do in this relationship, it's always hitting a wall. I mean, it's always something. Like, relationships, we know they're not black and white, we know they're not straight and narrow all the time. We know there's a lot of curves, bumps, but I mean, if you're crashing, like, pff, come on. Nothing is supposed to be that hard. God don't want that for us. He does not want us to be hitting walls face on, bam, splattering all over the place, don't know how to pick up the pieces. And once you get those pieces to up and in your hands, you still don't know what to do with yourself or with the people in this relationship. So be very careful with forcing unwanted relationships. Let me just tell you guys specifically my marriage. So I married someone that I loved. I didn't even love the person. I was so in love with my husband until I didn't see what had happened leading up to the marriage. I didn't see what was going on in the marriage. And now that I'm out of the marriage for some time now, I can clearly say that God had taken me out of that specific relationship maybe twice. Twice that I know of. So, unfortunately, I wasn't as close to God as I am today. I didn't get it. I didn't get that He didn't want me there. So, I literally forced myself in this relationship. And that did harm to me. And I'm sure it has done harm to my ex spouse. And I'm sure it has done damage to the whole family unit. So, with that being known today, I thank God for deliverance, right? Thank God for deliverance. And I just always say now going forward, I'm not going to force a relationship that I know is not for me, right? Because you will hurt so many people doing that. That dynamic is not going to work. And if you know that God does not want you in a relationship, again, guys, this may hurt. This may hurt you because you may think that no, I can get it back on track. No, I like that person. You know, we have a family. That's my mom. You know, that's my father. You know, this is a sibling of mine. This is an auntie or an uncle of mine. Whatever the case is. This is one of my best friends who we've been through a lot together. Listen, no matter the time, no matter the walk, no matter the events, no matter the memories, if it's a forced relationship not granted by God, it will not work. You are doing yourself a big injustice, and I have to come and tell you all that because I lived it. I am now healing from a past that was forced. And I had a lot of forced relationships in my life. So I'm learning to live without certain people, certain situations, and certain things that were just not meant for me. And in doing that, you know, God will walk with you. He will heal you. He will be everything that he don't want you to be involved with. He will fill that void. You're not alone. You are not alone. You will be all right. Believe me, you will be all right. One thing I find myself, I never question God's actions in my life, right? He has literally set me down and have shown me things that I should have gotten in the past. I should have gotten it. I could have saved myself a lot of grief. I could have saved other people a lot of grief had I been obedient. So fast forward today, all is not lost. All is not lost. You know what the signs are. Believe me, sit down, think about it. He'll show you. Just ask him, God, what is it? You know, I love, this is my family. And he'll tell you exactly. You'll go years with being in a forced relationship and not get anywhere but back to where he wanted you to be. See, that's how he works. He'll let you keep putting your spices in it, and at the end of the day, guys, it's not going to work. I'm sorry to say. So I'm just praying that you all get it. I know it's some people out there that don't want to not be in a forced relationship. I was that person. I thought I can just jump through hoops, and I thought maybe at the end I just thought if I just coexisted, right? Don't stir up trouble. Just do things to make everybody in the relationship comfortable. You won't be comfortable. You won't be comfortable because that's not what God has for you. So I'm here to tell you it's okay. We've all been there. I know a lot of people have been in this situation of being in forced relationships. Sometimes God wants to ascend you, and he cannot do that. He will not do that. As long as you are somewhere he does not want you to be. Come up out of it. Come up out of it and begin your life for what he wants it to be. It'll be much better, right? I said in a previous video that I lost everything. It's okay. He's going to replenish everything step by step, little by little. All right, guys? Keep your faith in God. Don't 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 let it go. Right? He wants us to do that. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.